Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who are watching for the first time, my name is Michelle. Please like, share, subscribe, tell a friend. If you like what you see, I make content about returning to Jamaica, my experience, what it's like so far, and currently touring the whole of St. Thomas little by little, showcasing St. Thomas because I don't think I have seen any vlogs about St. Thomas. St. Thomas is a parish that not many people talk about, or I haven't really heard anyone talking about. So I have decided to do that. It would have been Montego Bay because my plan was to live in Montego Bay, return from the States, and live in Montego Bay, but Montego Bay is not my cup of tea. It's too rough for me. I have decided to do a voiceover on this clip as well because of the noise in the actual video background. Okay, so I will continue the rest of well, I did a 3 hour long video, but I will do all of it as a voice note because as a voiceover because the noise was terrible in the background. All right, so as I continue the journey through St. Thomas, next up, it's coming up, the Three-Finger Jack Monument. We read about it back in the day in our literature book, but I do not believe that many of these kids know anything about the Three-Finger Jack Monument. I spoke about it in my previous video. Three-Finger Jack, he was a slave. They're not sure if he was born in Jamaica or he was born in Africa, but his last name is Mansung, and I'm gonna read a little inscription about Three Finger Jack. He used to help to free the slaves. He was considered to be rebellious, so this is the area. Found it, was looking for it for quite some time. I remember passing it back and forth when I used to travel from Yalis to, or from St. Thomas to Kingston back in the day. And I just did not remember where the site was, but ta-da, I found it right along the main road from, of course, from Kingston here, Kingston to Yalis. And I am walking up to it right now, and I am definitely going to go ahead and read the inscription. So I was trying to run away from the background noise, but as I sit here to do this recording, oh my goodness, there's some noise also. So here goes. I'm going to go ahead and read. Jack Mansung, Three Finger Jack. North of this road in the hills and valleys behind this marker was the territory of the famous Jack Mansung or Three Finger Jack. It is not certain whether he was born in Jamaica or came from Africa, but it is known that in the years 1780 to 81, he fought often single-handedly a war of terror against the English soldiers and planters who held the slave colony. Strong braves killed with machete and musket. His bold exploits were equaled only by his chivalry. He loved his country and his people. He was said to have never harmed a woman or child. His life became a legend. Books and plays about him were written and performed in London theaters. He was ambushed and killed near here in 1781. Somebody left a key right there. Oh Lord. All right, so this is one of the sites to see, historic sites to see in St. Thomas. Okay, so as I was reading the inscription, you guys could hear the noise. It was excruciating to my ears. Anyway, guys. So as me leave Suncoast Beach Club, I can't lie, the place nice, bad. I love it. Clean, modern, peaceful. Definitely one of them communities will attract a lot of returning residents, or it will attract a lot of returning residents and people from foreign. Suncoast Phase 1 offers 2 and 3 bedrooms, duplexes, and townhouse. Only about 15 minutes away from the Norman Manley International Airport, as I had mentioned earlier in one of my videos. So the community is gated, secured, plus them have swimming pool, or them go have swimming pool, clubhouse, fitness center, gym, tennis court, shopping complex, supermarket, and even a therapeutic black sand beach. Can you imagine? You name it. Now, one thing made it glad for say though, them also plan to have a medical urgent care center, and honestly, that's something badly, it is badly needed in this side of St. Thomas, to be honest with you. Because one thing a lot of people overseas probably don't realize, healthcare access in rural Jamaica can still be a serious issue. Me come to find out that from Princess Margaret Hospital near Barrett Bay all the way past Dallas heading toward Kingston, there's basically no major hospital in between. That is a cause for concern. Plenty doctor offices here and there, yes, but no full hospital close by. So if something serious happen, heart attack, stroke, accident, anything critical, time becomes a major problem. An ambulance might have to travel a long distance before reaching you, and in emergencies, every single minute count. Anyways, a lot of returning residents moving back home are retirees, just like myself. Many are already using like Medicare, health insurance, or foreign, but those things don't really transfer over to Jamaica like that at all. And yes, healthcare in Jamaica public hospitals can be free, which is one advantage over foreign where medical bills more expensive. But access and resources still needs major improvement. When my grandfather was sick, I personally experienced it. Some tests couldn't even be fully processed locally. Blood samples had to be sent overseas to the United States. And the results took weeks to come back, may I tell you, weeks. Like, I think I waited about 3 weeks. So while these developments look amazing, and trust me, they're beautiful, Jamaica still has work to do. Enough work to do. When it comes to child health care and infrastructure, Jamaica has a long way to go. And then there's the cost. Yes, man, these homes starting around 420,000 US dollars. That price steep. Real steep, man, for the average Jamaican. Because, so me buy one. Me can't don't pay that off. And my children and my grandchildren can't don't pay that off. The price is steep, man. And if you're not coming with strong overseas income or cash already in hand, getting financing locally can be very difficult. Jamaica National, NHT money can't even start pay for one of them units here. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it feels like the little man get left behind while large investors continue buying up the lands and reselling them at prices regular Jamaicans can't even manage. I'm always say Jamaica beautiful, the potential huge, but the system still need for work better for the everyday people. Because I mentioned in one of my videos, I think last week when I went to the Albion area, I was looking around and I saw some nice houses going up on a hill, and trust me, up into the Essington side, Essington area, and maybe about 1 mile off of the main road. And when I went up there, I saw them putting up houses. And I went to a police officer's house, well, a retiree. And I asked him, say, how could I get a piece of land? Even a lot. And him said, boy, him can't give me the information. The only information him can give me is to contact the National Housing Agency and or the National Land Agency. And when I contacted them, the girl was she was so nonchalant. It's like they don't care. You understand? That's the one thing I don't like in Jamaica. The customer service is poor. Customer service is very, very poor. And she just said it nonchalantly. We don't have any lands. I said, well, inquiring about a piece of land in Albion, St. Thomas, and when the residents started to build their houses up there, they started to get these lands or capture the lands. You guys came to them and told them to get off the government's land. So what you mean you don't have no land? You know what I'm saying? So they're trying to sell them, not even trying. They are selling them to these big investors, these rich guys, and then in turn, these rich guys go ahead and sell them, build these houses out of some little boxes or these nice houses as they can see, and then the local people them can't manage. My thing, why the government not just cut up so you know how much lands there, Jamaica? Oh my goodness. Why the government not just cut up some lands, line them out, some nice lots here and there in each parish, and sell them to the local people, them people like me. We can't buy $124,000 house. But if you're talking about NHTs, not everybody want to go through NHT because I am planning to use NHT. And my father, who's a builder, is like, no, he is not going to deal with NHT because NHT do not pay on time. He will build the foundation as NHT tells you where to build and the next step. And you have to sit, he said he has to sit and wait for months to get the pay. So not everybody is working with that, not everybody working with that, and I'm not into it. So some people have some money put on what them really could have buy a piece of land for even one good $2-3 million, something like that, and then build up them little house on it. What is the government really doing? I am so disappointed. What are they doing? Can somebody just tell me what them a do? What are they doing? How are they uplifting the residents, citizens of Jamaica? Anyways, I said my little piece. Too much yapping. So this is a nice, beautiful Albion area. It has doctor offices, supermarkets, restaurants. Nice. And behind these buildings out here, they have some nice houses. The church that I used to go when I was a little kid, it's right behind this area here on the right hand side. Yeah. But anyways, I'm about to pass, or I was about to pass the Albion Bridge. This bridge used to overflow its banks. So many people passed away trying to go through the high waters back in the day. But thank goodness, because of technology and better equipment, they were able to make a proper bridge. So they don't have, or we don't have that issue anymore, you know. So yeah, this is the Albion Bridge, passing the Albion Bridge, and then heading up to Poor Man's Corner. I decided not to make each clip of the video very long. The entire video is about somewhere close to 3 hours, but I decided to cut it up because ain't nobody gonna sit down and watch a 3 hour video, and I am not Mr. Beast or I show speed. He does a whole live stream for 6 7 8 hours, and I'm telling you, Lord, people, thousands of people watching this guy. I love to watch him. He is entertaining, very entertaining. Anyways, so this area is called Poor Man's Corner. They need to change the name now, you know. Time for change the name, man. Life and death is in the power of the tongue. Change it to Rich Man's Corner or something else. You know, and towards the left going up on that road, they have a nice housing scheme up there as well. Can you see the hills? Oh, up the hills there look so beautiful. Oh, yes, man. Peace and tranquility. Love it. Yes. These people are out here, they're trying to do a little business here and there, trying to make some money, you know, and I really appreciate that. You know, I need to speak more on the healthcare system, but in the next video I'm going to do that because a lot of returning residents, I tell you the truth, they will not be able to maintain Well, in the next video, I'll talk about that.